you look at, like, say, a risk assessment is a good example. The safety team have a risk assessment. You say risk assessment, you think, yeah, risk matrices and, severity, likelihood, numbers and all that. But yet the finance team will have their own version of risk assessing, guaranteed, or the investment team or whoever, when they're discussing how, should we invest in this, should we invest in that, they will have some form of assessing that risk. Is there any way those two worlds come together? I've never done it myself, but I think it'd be an interesting exercise.
Yeah, no, we've done that. Absolutely. We actually think you only should have one for risk framework. Now, you have different dimensions to that. So in terms, you will change, the consequences and those sorts of things within that system. You have channels, but you should, and that's what companies like BHP do. They have one risk framework that works across the entire organisation in terms of, whether it's in investment and finance and those, or whether it's in operations, or whether it's in, safety, it's in a common framework in that process. So I would think that's absolutely a goal. Now, it will branch out into, different inputs and outputs as you go, but there should be a common risk language and framework that the organisation, because what you've got to remember is it's got to come back to the board ultimately. And the board shouldn't be confused and saying, which risk framework is this? And why is this particular consequence level different to that one? And how does this one fit that one? They've got no chance, So the idea is thinking about, tailoring to fit the organisation.